One of the most important things to understand is that Hispanics in the United States are really different from other immigrant groups that have come to this country, like from Europe. One of the biggest differences that we find is that when European immigrants decided to come to the United States, in their minds, they were already Americans. They knew this was going to be their new country. They knew that once they got off the boat, quote unquote, this was going to be it. And the faster they assimilated, the faster they became part of this culture, the sooner they were going to achieve the goals that they came here for. And that creates kind of like what we are normally known as the melting pot. There was a quickly assimilation. That did not or has not even happened with the Hispanic community because being a bordering country to Latin America, there are no really oceans that separate. Many Hispanics have come to the United States for different reasons. For economic reasons, obviously, but there is also political reasons like we have seen in the Southeast and many influence from Central American countries as well. And there are family reasons that also enter into the series of elements of why Hispanics have come to the United States. But we have to consider that many Hispanics they never really crossed any borders. Some of them that lived in the Southwest became Americans once the borders were redrawn. So all of that is part of what the census considers Hispanics. But in reality, for the marketer, the Hispanic reality may be quite different for them. For example, it could be somebody who is a recent immigrant. In another part of the country, a Hispanic potential member could be somebody who's been in the country for generations and doesn't even speak Spanish. So segmenting the market is critical. It's very important because you cannot just go ahead and acquire or adopt the formula of saying we're just going to translate everything we have into Spanish and all of a sudden we're a Hispanic branch. So in reality, what you have to do is understand who is that person. We have to understand their level of acculturation, and most importantly, how does the person feel? If you take something that you already have in English, prepare for a non-Hispanic audience, it may very well have been developed with a lot of the benefits in that offer that talks about how that product is going to improve the life of that person. If you have this credit card, if you have this loan, if you have this, you are going to benefit from this. You are going to benefit from this. And if you translate that, and there are many challenges with translation in the Hispanic community, but assuming that we achieve the perfect translation, that is going to be translated, and all that was original in the original piece is also going to be translated. The problem is that the translator doesn't have the ability to actually change what's there originally and say, this is going for this market, this may not apply. So the translated piece, although it's perfect Spanish and understood by anybody from Latin America, it may not make much sense because, will help me. But in reality, one that is going to be most impactful is something that is going to talk about how is this product going to help you and your family, for example. Then that is going to activate all those emotional sensations inside the consumer that is important for them. So if you're going to translate something that has already been developed in English for a different audience that is non-Hispanic, it may not include those elements that are important in order to for that Hispanic consumer to take the action that we want to. So that's how it is important to understand the level of acculturation of the person, the language of preference, and how to apply that strategy. There are many other factors, but that is definitely one that is incredibly important for marketers, credit unions in this case, to understand.